15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
7 yards there and a first down. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 and now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tua sets up to pass it, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards. And it'll be Titan football. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go play action with Willis. It's complete. Burks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league and sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, Jack. Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Henry again on second down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, here's Spears. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. Tyjae Spears, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Titans 14, Dolphins nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
From Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown. Durham Smith, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The extra point up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Gets around him. Inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyjae Spears, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Dolphins 7.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's A-Chain. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
46-yard line.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Achane. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, 2.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they'll take him to the ground quickly, but he's able to get it down to the 41-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. Fighting him off. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
20 TX. Long.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw caught by A-Chain. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon A-Chain in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Muscles by at the 25. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Willis. That pass taken in by Burks. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down, it's Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Get set. Let's go. 21G, 21G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by Chosen.
Tagovailoa complete to Chosen Anderson. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Watson, Oscar.
Achane on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
21G. Ready, set.
A-Chain gets it from the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Oh, a design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Mustang 19.
Play action, Willis. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was it?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Play fake, here's Willis. That is caught. He will have the first down and a bit more. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, 46 yards. And the Titans are able to stretch out their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31, Dolphins 14.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Tua now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Go ahead.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll try the right side with Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Willis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the Titans first down.
On the 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Spears with another carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyjae Spears, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Willis looks to pass it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
70 Timberwolves.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Running from the gun with Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7. Willis looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight-ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here is 3rd and 5. Willis headed left off the option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Roger McCreary with the pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Get it. Let's go.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready. Ready, right?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.